Hey guys, Large with another video. Just right, here's my WWE NXT review for July the 31st, 2013. And this episode of NXT is really good. A lot of backstage segments to set up some angles for, further weeks. So yeah, like this episode. It was pretty fun. And yeah, let's get straight into the review. First of all, we get Enzo Amore and Big Cass coming out cutting a good promo. By everybody being soft, they ain't soft guys, and bada bing, bada boom, the realest G just stepped in the room, and all that good stuff. Enzo Amore, entertaining character. Then Tons of Funk come out. They start dancing and doing their normal shtick and all that stuff. And Enzo Amore and Colin Cassidy get the hell out of there. Well, at least try to. Then Mason Ryan comes out, throws him back in the ring, and they beat on Enzo and Big Cass for a while, and they all celebrate and dance. Mason Ryan's dancing. Looks like a big oaf out there dancing. But it was a pretty unique way to start off the show. Then we get a backstage segment with Emma and Paige getting told by Dusty Rhodes how much of a good Divas match they had last week, and a really good Divas match they had, and the future of the Divas division. And Summer Rae comes up and she's like, "Oh, I'm the first lady at NXT. They're not the future. I am. Blah blah blah." And Emma challenged her to a dance off, and the winner apparently gets a #1 contendership at the NXT Women's Championship. So Paige leaves and says, "Hey, whoever wins that battle, they're gonna fight me anyway, and they're gonna lose." And she just takes off. Dusty Rhodes like, Lord, her temple. Dusty Rhodes is awesome. Then we get to the first match of the night. Charlotte versus Sasha Banks. Really good Divas match. Enjoyed this one. Really good. Charlotte is impressive. She's come a long way. And her moves set is unique. And it's based on her gymnastics background. So, really good. Really good match. Sasha Banks dominates it. At one point in the match, Charlotte just slaps Sasha Banks across the chest, and it's just like, "Oh no, she didn't." She just goes off on Charlotte and just starts just wailing on her and stuff like that. But like I said, good Divas match and a lot of technical holds here. And Charlotte's got that one move called Charlotte's Web. Really good, unique move, and hits that flipping cutter for a win. Unique finisher, and yeah. Both of these Divas put on a good match and hopefully show the officials why they are the future of the Divas division. But like I say, great Divas match. Then we get a backstage segment, another backstage segment with Tyler Breeze and Renee Young. Tyler Breeze bragging about his debut and how he didn't show the people everything he's got, and they're just talking about how gorgeous he is and all that stuff. Tyler Breeze is just awesome. This guy is awesome. But in the midst of this, CJ Parker, a newly repackaged CJ Parker, who now dons dreadlocks, is in the back photobombing him. He's just making silly faces and using his dreadlocks to form a mustache on his face, and just doing silly stuff behind Tyler Breeze and all that stuff. And this eventually sets up a feud between Breeze and Parker, which is alright because you don't have Breeze floating around doing nothing, and you don't want to bring Parker back to TV floating around and doing nothing either. So why not clash him into a feud, which would be kind of like a good mid-card one, so why not? Everybody wins. Then we get the Wyatt families. Mary Had a Little Lamb remix. Mary had a little lamb that she was sure to go. Oh man, I just love that. But anyways, then we get the Wyatt family to a huge pop. They come out and just kills poor Aiden English and Mickey Keegan. God almighty. This match didn't even last all of seconds. No, this was just a squash. Harper hits my favorite move of his, the Discus Lariat, and Rowan hits the big splash for the win. Then Bray Wyatt cuts a promo about men chasing dreams. Good promo. The crowd was behind it. And essentially the promo was about Bray Wyatt saying he's leaving NXT and he's here to say goodbye, and how he's not hard to find if they ever need him again. He tells them to look up the sky and follow the buzzards, And he goes to leave, and he's like, wait a minute. Time is on my side. He hits it, and it leaves. And the crowd's like, thank you, Bray. Thank you, Bray. So, yeah, pretty good. Really good segment. Probably my favorite of the night. Yeah, Bray Wyatt says goodbye. Then we get another backstage segment. Adrian Neville and Corey Graves, the new NXT Tag Team Champions, are talking about the Wyatt family and how they got war and all that stuff, and you know how Corey Graves is going to take care of Scott Dawson. Which leads to the next segment. We get Corey Graves versus Scott Dawson. Sylvester on the floor comes out there and cuts a promo about money, how money makes the world go around, you know, to that point. And Scott Dawson and Corey Graves have a match. Pretty good match, solid. Dawson pretty much dominated the whole thing. Corey Graves hits chop block and Lucky 13. That's what they're calling it now. And Dawson taps out. And immediately afterwards, Sierra Hotel, India, Echo Lima, Delta, Shield comes out. They all cut a promo. Essentially, Dean Ambrose calls Adrian Neville a thief for stealing Cassius Ohno's #1 contender spot for the tag titles. Calls him a thief, and he said that's an injustice, and that's an injustice in the law of the Shield, and there will be some consequences to pay. So he challenges Adrian Neville to a fight, and Adrian Neville's like, whoa, wait a minute here. The only way I'll fight you is if you put that the United States Championship on the line. And I like how Dean Ambrose put over the United States Championship as well. But anyways, we got a match next week. Adrian Neville versus Dean Ambrose for the NXT United States Championship. So that should be interesting, right? But yeah, I like this exchange between the Shield and Neville and Graves. It continues the whole Corey Graves and Seth Rollins or Shield thing from December. So can't go wrong with that, can you? Then we get the main event of the night: Leo Kruger and Antonio Cesaro versus Sami Zayn and Bo Dallas. Another good match. Sami Zayn played the face in peril. I know everybody's been using that term lately. And Bo Dallas gets a hot tag. And the midst of him getting a hot tag, he's working over Kruger. Then Zayn and Cesaro, they just break out and they brawl all the way to the back. And Kruger's like, hey, Cesaro, you left me. He's marching backstage, trying to march backstage, but Bo Dallas pulls him and throws him back in the ring. Hey, you ain't going nowhere. And Dallas goes for a running splash in the corner, but Kruger gets his foot, I think it was his foot up, and catches Dallas in the mouth and hits the slice for the 1, 2, 3, and this guy gets a standing ovation after the match. Leo Kruger is God to these people right about now. I think anybody, hell, Tyler Breeze would get a pop if he touched Bo Dallas. The most over person in WWE would get a pop just by attacking Bo Dallas. But Kruger gets a standing ovation and a pop after he pins Dallas here, and people saying "Ta-ta, thank you, Kruger." A bunch of stuff in the crowd. Like I said, good solid tag match, and a great way to end the show tonight. Leo Kruger on top. So yeah, let me know what you guys thought about this week's NXT. I thought it was really good. A lot of storyline development here, and a lot of good matches set for next week. We got the NXT title match, I do believe, for next week. Kruger versus Dallas, and we got the dance-off next week between Emma and Summer Rae. So yeah, that stuff should be interesting, and yeah, this is Large of another video, and peace out. August warning.